Crazy little battle between these two. It's going to get pretty tight. A lot of hard aggression. Very easy to get caught out. Cart's sliding. And he takes the checkered flag in fine style. Round 6 of the Daytona Super Champs at Daytona Milton Keynes, and things are starting to heat up. Dan Munro grabs the pole position. Beside him is Callum O'Donnell. Joel Wood is third on the grid alongside Philip Babalal. Rounding out the top 6, Matt Clark is there beside Casper Marriott. 7th on the starting grid, Andy Fryer. Ollie Hood, championship contender, way down in P8. Lee Witney is 9th on the grid to round out the top 10, Gareth Baldwin. Then it's Richard Snow in 11th on the grid alongside Ian Riley. And to round out the grid, Sabir Al-Zayat and championship leader in the heavies, Charlotte Manton. In the N35 STs, we've got a pole position for Luke Power. He lines up on the front row with Charlie Fenton. Sam Cole is third on the grid, beside him is James Bedison. On the third row of the grid, Finn Davies is on the inside alongside Callum Poulter. Then Kevin Chin is P7, P8 is Adam Thomas. Lewis Barton rounds up the top 10 along with Barry Morris. 11th on the grid for Liam Tricker. Alongside him is Harrison Williams in P12. Caelan Durston 13th, alongside him is Benjamin Gregory. And then James Bailey is on the 15th spot of the grid. Beside him, Justin Elliott, with Kasuki Nushi rounding out the grid. Getting ourselves underway for round 6 of the Daytona Super Champs. Let's go racing! Up at the first corner, O'Donnell trying to overhaul Dan Munro. O'Donnell keeping his cart nice and proud on the outside line through to the S's, but Munro has held the lead. Good start from Dan Munro, and he's already trying to stretch out a gap as O'Donnell is already getting caught up into the crossfires of Taylor and Babalal. N35 ST getting underway through the first corner. Fenton really needs to start over the first corner here to overhaul Power. He's right in behind him. As you see, Cole and Bedison get a little bit too close for comfort through the S's. They get through nice and neat there. Power is trying to defend because here comes Fenton. Light leader versus heavy leader, and they are side by side. Who's going to break first into turn 5? It is Power. He gets there, so no problems at all for Power. He holds the lead on the opening lap. So on board with Matt Clark, that is Baldwin in front of us and Babalal one kart ahead. You can see just how greasy and slippery it is out there in the opening lap of the race. Just a little bit of moisture out on the circuit for the drivers to deal with. Cold tyres as well, don't forget, it's a long race. So they're obviously having to work very hard to keep these karts under wraps around this very treacherous circuit. So Power leading the battle in N35 STs, but look how close Fenton is still. Cole is right there in third position, so any one of these drivers blinks, it's going to be the rest of the drivers that benefit. So Power holds it, Fenton second, doing a great job to fend off Cole. Don't forget how quick Cole was last time, so Fenton doing a fine job here in second position for the moment. Now here's the battle for 8th place in the N35 STs, it's pretty rapid. Morris, Chin, Barton, that's the duel for 8th position. As they continue to charge away. Or is that the move up the inside from Barton? I think it is. So that's Chin down to 10th. Barton getting through for P9, all at the benefit of Morris, who's trying to catch up to Fenton up the road ahead of him. So here's the heavies battle in DMAX, and Baldwin and Clark dueling. Whitney's going to find an opportunity up the inside. He gets the gap, lovely job, and Whitney's up to P8. That was a complete opportunistic manoeuvre from Lee Witney. He saw that they were getting a little too close together and thought, right, this is my moment. I'm going to have it up the inside line. So good run there from Lee Witney to get up into P8. And I don't think he's done there. On board with Gareth Baldwin. Hello, Lee Witney charging up the inside at turn 6. That's such a tough overtaking move to pull off. And Lee Witney has made it look like child's play. Excellent. So Matt Clark all over the back of Baldwin. They're trying to catch up to Whitney. On the inside, he's got a good run off the final turn, and he's through. Clark and Baldwin, just a little love tap as they get into the braking zone for turn 2. That was pretty close. They just about managed to avoid each other. Oh, and up the inside, that's Fryer. So Fryer sticks it up the inside at turn 4, gets the move on Baldwin. That's him up at a P9. And Charlotte Manton is not far away, and Snow's not far away in the battle either. So here is Baldwin hanging on to P10. Snow is behind him in 11th place. Manton, championship leader in the heavies, is next up. Here's the move on the inside. Oh dear. Baldwin is not happy as Snow dives up the inside. Even Manton's not happy with Snow. Come on, you just barged him aside. We want to race clean. So Power, Fenton, Cole, Bedison. That's the N35 ST battle at the moment. On board with the leader, Dan Munro, trying to get in amongst the battling traffic in front of him. But don't forget, that is not N35 STs on the road in front of him. Those are DMAX cards. So Power is just keeping it nice and tidy. But Munro is going up to lap this battle. So this is Power just trying to defend from Fenton. This battle has been ongoing ever since the start. And Fenton is really trying his best to get in there with Power as they continue to squabble away. This could get very, very messy. Around the outside. Fenton's going to try and get that same launch maneuver. This is what he tried to do on the opening lap. Tried to cut in and go across on Power, but Power again holds the line. No chance that Fenton's going to squeeze up the inside there. That could have been very nasty indeed, but Fenton is still looking for every gap he can. And still the battle goes on. But Cole is right in there with Fenton. Is he going to make the move on the inside this time? Yes, he does, and Cole gets through on the inside of Fenton. There should just be enough of an opportunity. O'Donnell is going to lap them both at the same time. Cole uses that to his advantage. So Kazuki Nushi still trying to work his magic on the inside and get Bailey. There's battles all the way through the field here as Nushi gets the move done. You don't just race at the front of the field, you also race in the midfield, although Bailey's going to have to try again. Nushi does fend off and cover in the second corner. On acceleration, he almost lost out there as the sun sets over Daytona Milton Keynes, and we're going to go into the darkness. You can see the two battles simultaneously here as Power, Cole and Fenton are racing away in the N35 ST gaggle, and it's getting a little bit too close for comfort. You can see Nushi and Bailey really starting to manoeuvre. It's about 3 or 4 wide as they sweep through that flat out left hand apex. Nushi somehow is at the front of it all still. But Nushi is not going to be at the front of it for long. He's just trying to hold on to this gaggle of carts. There's about 7 of them in this mix. Absolutely incredible as they race for position. Cole, Fenton and Power just trying to stay out of trouble. This has given Fenton a really good chance. Cole is now through into the lead. Power down to 3rd place, and here comes Manton trying to work her way forward. She gets the position. Excellent work to run in front of Kazuki Nushi, and up the inside, that's the leaders. Cole, Fenton and Power now all through. Exceptional battling there. Here's Charlotte Manton in front of Baldwin. This is for position, 9th place. As they battle away for position, Manton and Baldwin side by side. Manton chops across. No chance Baldwin's going to get through there. But this is obviously a battle for the heavies title fight, and Manton just wants to keep scoring decent points. She's got a good advantage in the championship standings. She just needs to be a little bit rhythmic and metronomic, and she'll get good points again. So the lead battle close, but even gaps are appearing. So this is getting very interesting. Cole, Fenton, Power. Oh, Power has a look on the inside of Fenton. They are running out of time here. There's laps are ticking down. And Cole still holding on in front of Fenton and Power for the moment. It's looking pretty even Stevens between these 3 at the moment. With 1 mistake, and the other 2 are going to capitalise. Pink sky at night, racer's delight as Fenton is pushing hard to try and get one over on Sam Cole. But this is not going to be easy to find a little crack in Sam Cole's armoury. He's looking pretty solid out there. So Fenton getting close, but Sam Cole still leads the way. They have stretched out a little bit now on Power, who is down to 3rd position. But now they have opened up the gap a little bit. You can see just how much of an advantage they've gained. Fenton is doing a sensational job considering he's in the heavies category, and the lights driver in front of him, Cole, is only a couple of inches up the road. So this is excellent work from Charlie Fenton. What an incredible job he is doing. Just to keep in there with Sam Cole. They come off the turn again, and still Fenton pushes hard. So now they've got an issue with a back marker. This is going to be interesting for Cole and Fenton as they work their way through on the inside line. Fenton looking for spatial awareness through turn 1. But as they go through the traffic, Power is definitely gaining ground. He's made up some of the time lost as we go into the closing stages. So this is going to be an absolutely intense battle between these 2, side by side. Fenton off the turn. Now he's going to get a run at Cole, but Cole again holds that inside line. But Fenton needs to get on with this because Power is getting closer all the time as they challenge for that victory once again. So here is Fenton versus Cole. Cole has definitely caught right up to Charlie Fenton. And now obviously with Power there in position, this is going to be very, very close between the 3 drivers. Who is going to take the victory out of it all? Very close in. So Fenton under massive pressure as they go into this final lap. He's wanting to get the victory. But Baldwin is obviously making a big lunge on Manton. Oh, that almost worked, but he just opened up the door on the exit. Dan Munro though, out in front, dominant as ever in round 6 of the Super Champs. If you give him an inch, Dan Munro is going to take a mile. Excellent stuff. Sam Cole is going to hang on for the victory here in front of Fenton and Power. Excellent stuff between the 3 drivers, but Cole has just edged them out. What a brilliant scrap it's been. It's been a very dramatic race on track. It's even more dramatic off track. Callum O'Donnell is declared the winner in front of Ollie Hood and Joel Wood, with Philip Baboulal ahead of Casper Marriott. Dan Munro, the race winner on the road, has been given a 1-lap penalty for being underweight. He's also had his fastest lap time deleted, which means Callum O'Donnell scores the 5 bonus points. That means Ollie Hood only has to show up, and he's won it in round 7. Munro will be second, O'Donnell third. Again, all they have to do is race next time, and that's the way this title fight will go down in the DMAX lights. Very controversial stuff. Lee Witney takes a brilliant victory and the fastest lap, which gives him the maximum 55 points from this round. Matthew Clark in second ahead of championship leader Charlotte Manton. Gareth Baldwin in P4, Richard Snow in 5th position. In the heavies title fight, Charlotte is leading but will need to win with drop scores taken into consideration. Lee Witney just needs second or above and he'll win the title fight. Gareth Baldwin in third at the moment from Richard Snow. Matthew Clark in P5 ahead of Ian Riley. The title fight next time will come down between the battle of Charlotte Manton and Lee Witney. In the N35 ST, Sam Cole takes the victory just a second ahead of Luke Power. James Bedison solid in third place ahead of Callum Poulter, Finn Davies and Kevin Chin. The 5 bonus points for Luke Power, but Sam Cole just needs to show up and he's chapped next time. There is just a 1-point battle on drop scores between Power and Bedison, so that's definitely going to spice things up. Lewis Barton and Caelan Durston will fight for the supremacy in 4th place in the title fight, with Harrison Williams in P6. Now, there's been a penalty for Charlie Fenton as well. He's also shown as underweight, but because he was so far ahead, he's able to keep his victory ahead of Adam Thomas and Barry Morris. Ben Gregory, Kazuki Nushi and James Bailey round up the top 6. Adam Thomas picks up the 5 bonus points for the fastest lap, which means that it's only now between Adam Thomas and Charlie Fenton, just 8 points between them. Justin Elliott in third from Kazuki Nushi, Barry Morris and Kuba Bosniak. Tune in next time, it's going to be a sizzling title showdown.